how's it going? Welcome to my second Hussar Talk. It's gonna be a big series, boys, and basically what it is we're talking about the things that make me tick, things that empower me, things that make me think. As I grow out my beard for an entire year, 365 days, no shaving whatsoever, no major trimming either. Thus far, no clippers have touched this beard, and well, it's going quite well. We're at 18 months now, and sorry, 18 weeks, 18 months. My God, that would be year would be over. But yeah, basically, guys. Hopefully, you guys can learn a few things, but from the ideas I put forth in these talks. Let me know in the comments section if you want to see more of these, because hey, I think making these kind of casual videos will help me stay fresh with my ideas. All right, so recently I've been thinking a lot. Why are men obsessed with beards? In this day and age, what is it about men that they want beards so badly? And I think it's it's not even that most men want full beards per se. Okay. Next time you go in public, do this. Go in public and don't do this creepily, of course, but look around and observe how many men are rocking at least some form of facial hair, right? And I think you'll find that at least 80 to 90% of people are rocking something. All right? So, a lot of older men are rocking solo mustaches, or they're rocking goatees, and a lot of younger guys are rocking sideburns. They're rocking chin straps. With the younger guys, it's understandable, right? I think that's one of the things you can just you can come to that conclusion almost right away, right? A lot of younger guys want to look older, right? But once you start getting into the 30s and above, and you're looking at guys that are over the age of 60, over the age of 50 even. And you start thinking, especially after you assess their personalities, you assess, this man seems like, he's such a man's man, right? This man gets things done, and it seems like the last thing he would want to do is to go into that bathroom and perfectly style his little circle beard or goatee, shave around everything except that goatee. It's kind of a strange concept to me, because sometimes the least likely people you would think that would want facial hair have facial hair, and clearly they work on it. They clearly put a lot of time into their facial hair, when in real life, when they're walking around in their workplaces, they don't seem to have time for anything except work. It's really interesting. It's just something I've been observing, and I think what people jump to pretty much right away in a lot of cases is that people are lazy, the argument gets thrown around that you spend less time in the bathroom if you have facial hair, as opposed to if you have to shave every single day, which I inherently think is false. It depends on your beard length, it depends on the beard style, of course. I have some friends that shave down their beard completely, then they grow it out to a certain length again, and they shave it off completely. I think in that case, then yes. However, there's guys that they maintain their little circle beards, and they maintain their beard shapes. They're clearly cleaning up their neckline. They're cleaning up their cheek lines. So it's not very apparent to me that it's a laziness thing, right? And even the men that say, it's, oh, I grow a beard because I'm lazy. I think inherently they don't feel entirely right when they say that. I think there's something else within them that is visceral, that believes that they gain something from their beard, and when they're without it, there's kind of something missing. And I know inherently that sounds insecure, right? It by nature it does sound kind of insecure, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se, right? Like for me personally, I didn't feel entirely emasculated when I shaved off my beard entirely, but at the same time, I was like, all right, I do feel like more like myself when I have it, because it's truly become a part of me. It has, and I think anything that makes you feel more like yourself, so long as you're not harming others, of course, is an amazing thing, right? I love the idea of having a beard. I love having something to style in the morning. I love putting the work into it, it just astounds me that there's so many people out there that, upon psychoanalyzing them, that as someone that would never do something like that, they still do, right? There's something within them that's like even these older guys with these really, really big white beards, you analyze them and you're like, it doesn't seem like he has patience for that thing. Like, it doesn't seem to have a lot of patience for anyone. And well, I'm not shitting on old guys here, by the way, guys. I'm just I have particular people in my mind, and I'm just kind of analyzing them. But yeah, it just kind of makes me wonder why these types of people, even bother to keep their facial hair. It's a lot of work. Perhaps it's a monument to their dedication of a particular thing, because, guys, it truly is a dedication to grow something like this. It's not an easy thing to do. Another aspect I think that needs to be taken into account, and it kind of sucks in a way, because you don't want it to be this way, right? You don't want it to be like when you see a guy with a better beard than you, then you don't feel intimidated. However, that's not always how it happens. I know me personally, I meet a guy with a stronger beard than me, and I tend to get a little intimidated, right? It's just something that happens psychologically within my mind. I can try to suppress it as much as I want, but it's I tend to get a little intimidated, right? It's just what happens, and I'm sure that when some people see me too, they get intimidated, but then they meet me and they realize that there's not much to be intimidated about. I'm pretty harmless for the most part, but I think it's kind of an understated thing, and a lot of people don't like that idea. They don't like to think that the beard can give them an upper edge in terms of social confrontation and stuff like that. But I inherently think it does. I know in my case, for example, and I don't know if it's because I just look older, but I think definitely a lot of social confrontations that I've had have gone a lot more successfully. And once I've grown a beard, there's a lot more respect that has been garnered within those conversations, because, well, I suppose that I kind of put that off now, as opposed to before when I looked like a schoolboy, really. Well, it's kind of interesting, because when I wanted to grow a beard, I used minoxidil to grow my beard, right? So I couldn't really grow one. So I don't really remember what my exact motivation was. I really don't. Isn't that a strange idea, right? I did something without having a reason for doing it. No reason whatsoever. makes me think that there's something visceral that's kind of drew me towards that path. Why did I want a beard? It's a good question. I think it's one of those questions you can't really answer per se, right? Because I was drawn to it. I don't know why though. Just kind of interesting. But of course, historically speaking, the reason why beards are in fashion right now is because, well, they're a part of us, right? Obviously, there's uptrends and there's downtrends. I'm not going to deny that. And of course, if we, and the only reason they were a complete downtrend, in fact, they were completely phased out of society for, 40, 50 years, was because of, the manipulation of Gillette, in the 20s, with their propaganda ads, an unshaven man is a beast, or he's he's foul and disgusting, and they put out all these fake scientific articles about how beards were unhygienic, and of course they were all funded by Gillette. So it was they manipulated an entire society to not grow beards, and they profited massively off of it. In fact, well, with recent events, it seems Gillette has been pretty manipulative in general. I'm not going to get into that though. But yeah, I think it's just rooted within us. It's why not grow something that just naturally grows on us? And it seems that only in the most severe cases, in this case, the manipulation of a very large company, and this whole social standard imposed upon an entire generation, that's we don't grow our beards. In any other time period, it's just been an uptrend and downtrend. That's all it is. Just a standard deviation of this is in style or this is not in style. But even when it's not in style, there's still going to be some men growing beards. But whereas in the 20s, I don't think any man had a beard. There might have been a couple men with some mustaches. But that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section there. I think it's an interesting topic. Why are beards why are they in fashion? Why are they cool? I think these whys are very, very important. Right? I'd like to know what you guys think. So if you guys like this Hussar Talk, please smash that like button. Smash your X upon that like button. And bearded warriors of Earth, have a wonderful night.